Are you struggling with building in Fortnite? Well, today I'll be showing you 4 ways to improve your building, covering defensive builds, offensive builds, endgames, and mindset. And if you already watched my combat guide, well, then this is the perfect follow-up to make you an unstoppable player. First one is defensive builds. Let's start with the basic, how to box up. A proper box starts with the floor being placed first. Then, place a wall in front of you. Then place the wall on the left. Next, place the wall and the cone above you. And then lastly, you want to place the wall on the right. One more thing, you also want to put a cone in your box. Make sure you master this, as this is what you will need in every single fight. Focus on mastering the build placement instead of building fast. Go into creative and practice this, then you can turn around, look behind, and you can see your mistakes. For example, if you missed building a wall, identifying these mistakes will make your muscle memory better. The more boxes you build, the more consistent you'll become at it. Drop a comment right now telling me how many boxes you can build in a row without messing up. I'll heart the best one. Now, let me show you how to play if you're on low health. Even when low on health, controlled aggression can turn the fight around. Make sure you make calculated shots. Focus on headshot, weak point bursts, and to bait your opponents into overcommitting. For example, reset your box or ramp to trick enemy into pushing too early. Then punish the mistake with an edit or shotgun blast. Precision and timing often outweighs raw mats. If you're low on mats, this means you need to put on your thinking cap because you need to make sharp decisions. Every wall, ramp or cone should serve a clear purpose, either blocking shots, creating a peek window, or enabling mobility. Avoid building excessively, wasting mats can leave you vulnerable. Always heal behind walls, ramps or cones, while forcing your opponent into bad angles. Use other builds for cover when possible. Make sure you look around, and you can use old builds from your opponents to rotate. Alright, let's talk about how to fight low ground. Just because you're below your enemies, that doesn't necessarily mean they lost the fight. It just means you need to play smarter. Make sure you are always expanding with hard mats when you're in zone. Brick or metal, yes, they will buy you time when people try to spray you. And within that time, you can heal up, reload your weapons, whatever. But when you're rotating, make sure to switch to wood so you don't burn through your hard materials. Now, when you hear someone near you, this is when you get clever. If you're above them, you can easily bait them. Place double cones around their boxes so when they leave the box, they're already trapped in your pieces. This gives you control of the fight before it even starts, letting you take a free shot at them. Combine this with quick wall replaces and you edit so you're guaranteed the first shot. But on the other hand, if you are the person getting rushed, make sure you put cones and stairs inside of your box. This will create a distance from your opponent, giving you more time to heal and reload your guns to get straight back into fighting. Finally, always be ready to expand and rotate. If you stay too still, you become predictable and easy to pressure. As soon as you sense multiple people coming to you, box out, claim more space and move early before you get surrounded. Great low ground players win by controlling space. The more pieces you own, the more safer you'll be. Next up is offensive builds. Now, let's talk a bit about high ground. High ground wins fights, but it's not just about getting there. It's about staying there, controlling every angle and squeezing every bit of value out of that position. When you secure height, build ahead by a couple of layers and set up double floors and cones for a stronger base. This keeps you connected and lets you safely control the lobby from above. Use height tunnels to move in zone efficiently while staying protected. Combine this with smart edits like windows or peanut butter edits, also known as the right hand peek, to safely take shots at players below and keep them under consistent pressure. Once you're in control, keep the pressure flowing. Focus on players who are close to your layer or rotating in the storm. Shoot, then instantly rebuild to stay protected. Use mobility to stay in control. Crash pads, flowberry fizz and also shockwaves lets you quickly reconnect if someone chops you. You can combine crash pads with flowberry fizz as well, and this will give you the best rotates. Keep track of your mats, play efficiently and grab refreshes when possible so you can stay strong all the way through moving zones. Finally, make height feel unbeatable. Cone over enemy builds, beam anyone who tries to contest, and force everyone below to waste their mats. When you hold height with confidence, it becomes super easy to win the game. One little tip that will help you out so much is that make sure you fight people who are better than you. And you can do this by going into Pandul's 1v1 build fight map, and the code of this will be down in the description. Now, let me talk about piece control. This will elevate your game completely. First, to get the fundamentals of piece control down, you can play this Radar 464's map, and the code will be in the description. You can see there are 24 different types of scenarios you can do. When you first jump in, Don't just speedrun it once and call it a day. Make sure you take each and every drill slow and really focus on your crosshair placement. I cannot stress this enough. I have also discussed this in my combat guide video. It is one of the most important parts of getting good at piece control. Clean crosshair placement means every wall, cone and floor gets placed exactly where it needs to be without wasted motion. This will save you time, keeps your build smooth and makes your edits faster because your crosshair is already where it needs to be. Get this right early and you instantly feel more in control of every single fight. After each session, hop into real matches or box fights and put what you just learned into practice. This transition from creative to real fights is where the improvement happens. You notice yourself trapping opponents without thinking, forcing them into bad positions and lining up perfect shots. That's when you know Raider 464's V5 map is working. The endgame and the mindset. This is where you graduate from a good builder to a true competitive player. In a build battle, a player's ability to position and maintain situational awareness is often the deciding factor in a fight. One of the most crucial concepts is the high ground advantage. Holding a higher elevation provides a superior viewpoint, making it easy to land projectiles and shotgun shots. It also makes you a more difficult target to hit and grants you a mobility advantage, allowing you to quickly reposition or drop down to attack. The pros don't endlessly build to the sky, they gain a few stories of height, then prevent their opponent from building up. Beyond individual fights, a superior understanding of map positioning is crucial for ranked. One of the most important concepts for a competitive player is knowing the dead side or slow side of the zone. As the storm circle moves, it funnels players into a congested area which is called the fast side, but there's always a less populated safer side. By rotating along the edge of the dead side, you conserve your health and materials and you enter the next circle with a massive advantage. Use mobility items like shockwaves or crash pads. The best players also possess an extraordinary level of awareness. Go into your audio settings and turn on visualize sound effects. This feature turns enemy footsteps, gunfire and even building sounds into visual cues on the screen, allowing you to track opponents even if they are out of sight. It's an essential tool for high level gameplay. Finally, remember to use the map to your advantage. In Battle Royale, don't overbuild. Use natural covers like rocks and hills to your advantage. This conserves your materials and makes your movement more unpredictable, and it also makes your character harder to hit. Master sprint sliding and zigzagging to break an opponent's aim. These are skills that transfer perfectly to make you a more well-rounded player. Alright, so where do you go from here? You've learned the fundamentals, the mechanics, the strategies and the mindset. But to actually improve, you have to repetitively put this in practice. Look, you are going to die a lot, but because it's a new thing, you have to trust the process of learning to build fight. If you watch this guide, you can also check out my combat guide that will make you a top tier player. You can watch this video again, practice the drills, don't be afraid to pause the video or rewind if you have to, and then get into a real game. Don't play for the win at first, play to learn. I would suggest double-clicking every single person you see in the game, but apply the new skills. Play to master one new technique at a time. If this video helped even a little, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel and let me know in the comments which tip you're going to master first. I'm Vxntrai and I'll be seeing you next time. Peace.